Whew. Well, everybody, it's chilly morning and it is snowing. I don't know if it's snowing in any consistency to stay, but you can see we got a K car and looks like a Toyota of some kind. And you can see how covered they are in snow. But we're here at Kabukicho / Shinjuku early in the morning. It's about 7:30 now. Yeah, 7:30. But you can see the snow is coming down pretty decent. I should be out here with a jacket, and I am not, because I am an idiot. Good thing is there's no frost on the ground, so there's no ice, so it's not slippery. But you can see even the cars that are just sitting here temporarily, they're collecting snow on them as they sit here. And you can see all the trees that are here, they also have snow collecting on them. So it's pretty amazing. But I'm gonna get dressed and get my jacket on so I'm not freezing too much. And we're gonna head over to where are we heading today? To Nakameguro, to the Starbucks Roasters. Somehow we managed to hit the snowy days in February. It's cool, it's neat. It's neat, but it's cold.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 29 degrees today with a real feel of 17.
There we go. Watch out. This was as we came to Nakameguro. You see the snow is a lot more here. Oh, watch out, slippery. But we're gonna head out to Nakameguro. Whew. We found Wendy's.
What?
Said I found Wendy's.
I can't hear you.
I said I found Wendy's.
Oh.
Oh, as you can see, it's really snowing.
29 degrees.
Like, not a little bit. It's a lot. And it's to the point now where it's starting to collect on the ground because of how cold it is. Let's go this way.
Yeah, it's collecting on my gloves.
Yeah.
It's collecting all over your backpack.
Yep. There's two.
Well, it's almost the same color as mine.
But we're still working our way to the Starbucks Roastery.
Dang. It's hitting us right in the face.
Yeah, it is. Definitely cold. So let's I will definitely film more once we arrive. Starbucks Roasters in Nakameguro, Tokyo, and you can see it's a very snowy day outside. And they have delicious pastries, delicious coffee that will be warming us up soon. So looking forward to that. We're just waiting for our order. Pop out. I see our cakes and pastries, but I just haven't seen our, oh man, it's a big old bag. But yeah, there's only like a dozen of these in the world, and we don't have one in LA, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, they have all kinds of fresh pastries that they make on site. You see they're making ciabatta sandwiches right now. And croissants that they're filling over there. Precision. And even over here they have even more stuff. Yeah. More pastries. So it was a trek to get here, would you agree? It was a little bit of a trek to get here in the snow. But I gotta admit, the ambiance in here is incredible. This was what we ordered, so we got a cinnamon roll. We got a croissant. This was a lemon cake.
Yeah.
Looks like it has like pieces of full-on lemon in it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just knew it was lemon cake.
And then this was a creme brulee.
Creme brulee latte.
And then I got a, well, what they called a chocolate latte, which I assume is just a mocha.
Yeah, with coffee.
Yeah. But we definitely got them hot this time.
Yes.
We were not looking to get cold coffee.
No, not on this.
I mean, I don't drink cold coffee anyways. That's Tammy's domain, not mine. But I think we both agree, and would you agree, that this was, she's very busy with her phone. But I promise you, she's paying attention.
Yeah.
But we wanted hot coffee for this journey. As you can see, Tammy's looking very stylish with her Rebel Wilson hat.
Yep.
And she has her scarf and her guest jacket.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and dig into our coffee and our food. So the cinnamon roll, it's not doughy, you know?
Mm-hmm. Not doughy.
It's like flaky.
Yeah, really flaky.
It's like almost like a croissant.
Very thin.
Yeah. But it's like, you can see it's not doughy. It's just very
thin.
Yeah. But good.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually kind of light.
Very thin, cinnamony.
Oh, I got my, they even gave me some latte art. You can see. Very nice. Oh, that's stiff.
Because it's espresso. I believe yours is espresso. Mine is.
It's good. I like it.
That's your napkin. This is mine.
That's a good coffee right there. Let me get you here.
And you get to choose what kind of coffee you want put in.
Yeah, so we got the Tokyo blend.
They also had Mexico and Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah. So Mexico.
Costa Rica and Tokyo.
Yes.
And we both chose Tokyo.
Oh, yeah. This pull right here. It's just flaking everywhere. That's very light. It's really light. It's really light and chewy on the inside. And then super crunchy and crispy on the outside. Oh. This is just a croissant.
It's good. Yeah, it's crunchy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like really soft and doughy on the inside.
Let's see what this is going to taste like.
All right, so Tammy's gonna try her nice lemon cake.
Because you don't like lemon, so.
Yeah, I will not be trying that one. Isn't that like looks like a piece of lemon? Maybe it's just the way it looks. Oh, hello.
Very thick and very lemony.
Wish you this.
Yep, oishi desu. Oishi desu.
Good them?
Yeah,
I know, I heard you.
Yeah, it's very thick bread and very, very lemony. Good.
Not overly sweet though. Although you haven't got
But
the lemon yet.
I haven't gotten to
The frosting.
The frosting,
And it's got
yeah.
shaved. It's got like lemon zest on it too.
yeah,
Wow.
lemon zest.
Sorry, I can't fit both of us in the frame without being really obnoxious with the camera. And I'm
That's-
trying to respect people's privacy.
That's even more lemony.
Is that full of lemon? Insane.
Lemon zest.
It's not, that would be very lemony, just the outside rind.
Here's a piece of that bread that you said looked like it had lemon pieces in it. I don't think so.
I think it might just be the light.
There's no lemon pieces in it.
Okay. But you said the frosting's really lemony too, right?
I like the lemon zest.
So it was a trek to get to this place. I shouldn't say a trek. So we took the train to the Nakameguro station, and it was probably about a 15-minute walk. Would you say?
What?
About 15-minute walk?
Yeah, about 15 minutes. What? Not bad. I mean, once we got off the train.
So, yeah, it was about a 15-minute walk for us to go from one side to the other, or from the train station to here. We actually took a slight detour because I took us down the river here. The interesting thing about this place, and I actually took some videos of it, alright, Yeah, I'll probably get some more after we leave on the way back to the train station. Is out here on the river. I could be wrong, and I apologize if I am. But I think some of these are cherry blossoms out here that bloom during March. The only reason I'm kind of hesitant with making sure that I say that, it might be further down towards Jimbocho.
Well, this is starting out to be a very wonderful day.
Yeah, so
I mean, seriously. I mean, what more can you get? We're here together. We're here in Tokyo for the first time, and it's actually snowing when we're here.
and the Starbucks isn't pretty bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, because I couldn't even tell you when the last time I actually saw you drink coffee was.
Well, you're gonna come here.
Well, I know,
You kind of have to.
you don't
But
have
the point
to.
I'm getting at is,
There are people that hate coffee, and so they never drink it.
well, this is the Tivana bar. So everything up here, so they're
Yeah,
kind of segmented
they
by
actually
floors.
gave me a free little cup
Oh,
of
you got a
tea.
taste? What kind?
From, I don't know, it started with an A, some kind of tea. I can't remember what she said because she was talking
So-
very low.
So the first and second floors, so the first floor is coffee. So you order coffee and they have pastries down there. They do have some pastries here on the second floor, but this is actually the Tivana section where they have all these different teas located up here at the counter. And you can order all kinds of teas. They also have, it looks like they have flavored waters too, which is really nice. So you can come up here and get freshly blended teas. And then on the third floor is the fun floor
What?
because they do coffee infused drinks. Like alcohol.
Alcohol drink?
Oh yeah. So they do alcoholic drinks upstairs on the third floor. So you can get like coffee infused stuff, like if you want like a coffee espresso or espresso martini, stuff like that. What's that? The icing?
Tasting the icing, not just the zest, but the icing itself.
You're eating all the icing off the cake? I'm teasing.
No. Probably that's all I'm going to eat of the
You
icing.
just wanted to try the icing by itself without the zest?
Yeah, and it's cream cheese frosting with
Oh.
lemon zest, which
Okay.
is good because I like both.
So
But it is kind of sweet.
it is kind of a weird occurrence. We've got tons of snow.
I'm not going to eat anymore. I'm full.
But so getting back to what I was saying, so the second floor here is tea. They do have some pastries, but they definitely have more downstairs. Like they have
And
certain sandwiches and things like that. Up here you can get some basic pastries. They do have the lemon cake that you got. They have it here on the second floor. So like I said, the third floor is the spicy place. It's where the alcoholic drinks are. And then they have a fourth story, which is a seating area as well, but they also have an outdoor deck.
And I bet nobody's on that right now.
You know what? I bet you there might be because it's covered. And if you want a good view of the snow without being in the snow,
And a high up view of the snow. That was good. I would get that again.
I agree. That was delicious.
Gone.
As you can see, we're both gone. So you got the creme brulee, which you got the nice crack on,
Yep.
which probably adds sweetness to the coffee.
Yeah, that's
anyways.
why it was fine that you didn't bring any with you.
But they have like little baskets next here, so you can put your stuff in.
Well, this isn't the first place that we've seen these baskets either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should talk about that for a second.
Yeah, that was gross.
So, I'm not the hugest Final Fantasy 14 guy, but I wanted to go to a Final Fantasy cafe while we were here.
Themed cafe.
And sadly, the original one in Akihabara, which was in the station, closed. And I didn't do I should have done the Capcom one. You probably would have liked it more, which is the Monster Hunter cafe, which was one floor up.
Yeah.
I thought that had closed, so I went.
Because I got the Monster Hunter Blind box.
Yeah.
the other
So
day.
I went ahead and booked the Final Fantasy 14 themed cafe, which, to its credit, theming wise, was really great. They had a lot of the stuff from the
theming-wise.
game. They had feeds
Food-wise,
from the
no.
game in it. But let's talk about the food. So first off, there was a mandatory drink and coaster charge, which I was fine with because they give you some souvenir coasters and you have to order a drink. I get it. It's a table charge. It's to make sure that you're not just going to go there, not order anything, and
And it was
leave.
non-alcoholic too.
So, and the drinks were all non-alcoholic for that mandatory order.
So you
which
got
was
the
fun.
Scholar and I got the Reaper.
I got the Scholar and she got the Reaper. They were both great. I love the drinks.
Yeah.
We were a little confused because they said you had to fill it out on this paper, but they gave us a tablet. And we thought we had to use the tablet to order them. And the guy's like, no.
Yeah, that's
we had a
what
bit
the
of a
lady said.
language barrier. I get it. We're in Japan. It's his language. We should be trying it. But he was a little too fast for me, and I didn't really know how to say like, hey.
Slow
I thought we had to
down
order our
thing.
drinks
Order on the
tablet.
tablet. So
He got out his phone. We were doing translating. We got it all squared away. However, I felt like I didn't want to just order the drinks and bounce. So I figured we could get some food. Our reservation was late enough that we figured we could get some food. I was a little hesitant to order some of the food just because I wasn't quite sure. Although I almost did get the rice thing, but I was afraid it was going to be ketchup rice.
yeah.
And I almost got the hamburger, but I didn't want that much cheese. It had like a cheese fondant on it. So I just got some cakes.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have ordered the food.
So Tammy, though, she was hungry, and she ordered a taco. Now, what would you think how do you think a taco will come to you? And it looked like a taco in the picture.
Yeah.
And it looked like a
It looked
taco
like
when it was a
standard
serve.
taco,
So
like
they took a burrito shell and made a taco.
a huge burrito shell.
And folded it over with the toppings
With the
inside.
toppings inside.
Again, so far, everything looks like a taco, right? Everything about it. Until she went to touch this taco,
Pick it up to eat it.
and it was ice cold.
Yeah, like it almost felt frozen. It was so cold.
And apparently, my guess is, because the food came super fast, our food came like lightning quick. My thought process was, everything in there was just served at cold or room temperature because it was quick to get out. So it, granted, wasn't raw. Everything in there was cooked. Like
And
the
it was
taco
like-
meat was cooked.
Put in the refrigerator.
But I think it was
and
all
then
like,
just
they have a vat of taco meat, they have a vat of cheese,
in
they
the
have a vat of this,
refrigerator,
all
and
in the
they just
refrigerator. So they
slather it
cook it
in
all
there.
up and throw it in the refrigerator. And then they just spoon it out. I mean, presentation wise, it looked fine while you looked at it. It was just really cold. And there was nothing on the menu to indicate
that it
it was
was
going to be cold.
So I figured it was going to be a standard regular taco.
So halfway in, and she's just like, I'm done. I can't.
Well, because you said, "Oh, go ahead and try
Well,
it."
I was
wasn't
like,
even,
try-
I wasn't even going to try it.
I know, but at that point I was like, all right, we order it. I don't want to be the guy that looks like we wasted food.
Yeah, so I took 2 bites of it, and it was like, "That's it."
But the cakes were good.
The cakes were good.
The cakes were good.
Yeah.
I just think that if you're going there to order food,
I like the mango one better
everything
than
you
the
get
chocolate one.
is going to be cold.
Yeah, the mango one was better than the chocolate one.
Everything's going to, sorry, I was moving the camera because I thought they were going to be moving the child seat, but everything is served cold.
Yeah.
Just, I think, for speed, because our reservation was 5:45. We had to be done
By 7:15. We're
by
ordered by 6:35.
We had to order by 6:35, out by 7:15. So, we ordered pretty fast because I was like, all right, well, no time to waste. So you basically have like a 90-minute window to get in, order what you're going to order, and get the hell out.
Yeah. But at least you found yourself a new manga that you want to try, or anime.
Yeah, they had Grand Blue Fantasy or something like
And then
that.
it was something kitchen.
Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy, and then it was something kitchen. Grand Blue Fantasy, something kitchen. But
Yeah.
and But yeah, if I would have known that the Capcom one was open, I would have gone there. Because Tammy now has kind of a fascination for Monster Hunter, although I lost 3 of our
game.
blind boxes because I was an idiot not grabbing them out of the coin locker. But we're going to replace those, so. But
Well, I've
she
never
started
played
to
the
realize
game.
like there's all these dragons, you know, Rathalos and all this
And I've
other
always
things
loved dragons.
in the game, and she was just fascinated by the blind boxes
By the
at the
look of all the
Capcom
dragons.
store at Shibuya Parco. So we got to go back and get a few more of the blind boxes because I need to replace the ones that I lost because I felt bad. But if I would have known all that came into play, I would have probably gone to the Monster Hunter Cafe.
Probably would have been better.
Also, the Grand Blue Fantasy, and I know it was something called something Kitchen. That kitchen, that themed cafe sounded so much better. Like the people were like, there was like an announcer, and there were jokes happening, and all kinds. And granted, I couldn't understand anything the guy was saying, but he had the audience going the whole time. Our waiter, I don't think, was happy to see us because we didn't speak a whole lot of Japanese. And I think they just wanted to get us the hell out. And I was kind of sad. I think if you went and you were super into Final Fantasy XIV, you would love it. The theming, everything, the drinks, they try to capture the essence. But it plays into a theme that I have heard so many times with themed cafes. And that is that the food isn't great. The food is not good.
Yeah, it
It's
was
not meant to be good. It's all about the ambiance, not the edible. So, anyways, we've lived, we've learned.
Yeah, I can't find it.
But we're gonna go ahead and finish up, and then we have to make our trek back to the station
Yeah, because I'm.
with way more snow on the ground now.
Oh yeah, it's like even snowier outside right now than it was.
So we have to get back there because we're going to go over to Ginza next because we've got Itoya. You have to go to Itoya, right?
What's that?
That's the stationery store.
Oh yeah, because we didn't.
Every time
really
I have
get
to remind Tammy, it's the stationery store.
Well, I know Loft.
Yeah.
So.
And we're going to go to Loft, and we're going to go to Muji.
We didn't really get to look at the place, the 12-story place.
Yodobashi Akiba.
Yeah, we didn't get to look at all the stationery that they had there.
Yeah, well, we were running, like, we had spent more time in there than I thought just trying to find a plug adapter for my laptop, so. Which then they rang up tax-free, which I didn't really want because I needed to use said adapter, so
Yeah.
I got to try to repackage the whole thing when I'm going back.
Man, my hair is wet.
But we're going to take
I think that's what was dripping was my hair.
We're going to take the 15 to 20 minute walk back to the station, and we're going to figure out our best way to get to Ginza. It may be going back to Shibuya and then over on the G line, but we'll figure it all out. But yeah, we've enjoyed this.
we're gonna
I
go
would
to Uniqlo.
highly recommend. Oh yeah, and Uniqlo, the flagship store,
flagship
Uniqlo.
store of Uniqlo.
So
Maybe
I would
get you
highly
a jacket
recommend
if
this.
It's going
It
to continue
takes
to snow. I don't know.
it takes a little bit of getting here. There is, if you want to take a bus, it'll get you here a little quicker from the train station. But we were appreciating the walk because of the snow.
Yeah, we don't get snow.
We don't have snow that often. So you know,
Especially where
it's
we
just one
live.
of those kind of treats to be out and enjoy it.
I mean, not unless you go to
It's funny
Big
because we were
Bear.
planning a trip theoretically to go to New York, possibly. Was one of the
would be
places
like.
we were talking about, and we would probably do it in January or February, because again, it's cheaper because it's off season.
Yep,
But snow,
and freezing.
but that's going to do it for us from Starbucks Roasters. Highly recommended. Take a bit of time out of your day to get over here if you're heading towards like Ginza. It's not too far away, but it's worth the little offshoot to come over and check it out. Now, like I said, if you decide you need your Starbucks to be, let's say, tipsy, they got you covered. Sorry, the camera got moved around. I have people coming, but yeah, you can definitely spike your coffee if you need to. And there you go, from the 4th floor roof lounge, the coffee bar, the tea lounge, and the Starbucks Reserve. And then they have a basement too where they have restrooms, changing stations as well. So very cool. Very cool stuff. So we just finished at the Starbucks Roastery. And as you can see, we'll go over.
Coming both ways?
No, we gotta go on this side though. Technically we're supposed to walk in this area. The snow is not as flurried now.
No.
Be careful because this is a little icy over here.
Yeah, and this is slippery.
There you go.
What?
Freshly squeezed orange juice vending machine.
Yeah, who wants cold orange juice right now?
It's kind of like, who wants ice cream right now, right? But we're just taking it slow as we head back to the Nakameguro train station because we don't want to kill ourselves. There must be a Don Quixote. Are they building one?
I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Does that say Don Quixote?
The penguin. He's right there. Yeah. I think they might be putting one in.
Maybe.
I mean, Don Quixotes are like everywhere in this city. You could throw a rock out a hotel window and end up hitting a Don Quixote at some point. Okay, we're gonna head back to the main street just because it will be less icy. This road is more traveled, so the heat from the cars.
Yeah, there's not snow on the ground.
But you can see.
What the heck is that noise?
But you can see there's
Snow.
tons of snow. Like it's not
On
a
the
little
trees.
bit. And it's still coming down.
Over the signs.
Yeah,
You see the signs over there.
Yeah, and it's still
There.
coming down.
Covering the signs.
Yeah, the road, because these are traveled roads, there's a little more heat, keeping them warm.
Yeah.
But I should note that we bought something at Starbucks Roasters, and look
What?
at how they bundled this bag. Like they covered it in plastic, they taped the bottom, everything. Because of the weather outside.
Because of the what?
Because of the weather.
Oh.
They bundled this whole thing up, so
So normally they wouldn't do that.
no, so this is so it stays dry.
Oh.
So it's really impressive, like the outpouring of support when it comes to
Walk-ins,
Japanese
welcome.
people at work. They go above and beyond on everything, it seems like, just everything.
Oh.
It's super
Little
awesome.
piggies.
You can see bikes sitting out. Whoa, that was a big thing.
What?
I think that came down from a tree. There was a big clump of snow. But we're gonna head back to Nakameguro Station, and then we're gonna find our way to Ginza.
Yeah. Do
At
some
some point,
shopping.
we have
Do
to
some
get over
more
there.
shopping.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a little bit. Plus, I'm probably gonna have to change my battery in this when I get on the train. So we're on the train. And I'm going to take a little bit of video just to kind of show people how quiet it is on the train. Because it is almost, it's incredibly quiet on the train.
They've allowed it to talk on their phones
But
or to talk to each other very loudly.
yeah, so it's very strange because I'm used to coming from the Metrolink, the Metro Rail, the Metrolink in Los Angeles. There's so much noise, but here it's super quiet. Take a listen.
JR 線はお乗り換えです。The next stop is Ebisu H2. Please change here for the JR lines.
Okay, so you know we're definitely in the expensive part of town because we've got Cartier, we got Coach, we got Bottega Veneta, Giorgio Armani, Paul Smith, Tory Burch, and it goes on and on. And we've still got a whole lot of snow. But we're on our way to Itoya because I went to my Mecca yesterday.
Look at these.
Now, Tammy gets to go to her Mecca today. And in that case, it's going to be Itoya. As you can tell, still very cold.
Yeah, it's colder here than it was there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's funny, it was very cold walking to the Starbucks, but it wasn't as cold coming back.
But now that we're coming off the train here, it's cold again.
Yep. There's On Shoes. Renee. Like I said, very high end here. What? Hit you in the eye?
Something just hit me in the face. Like, not snow, but it's like water. Like a big...
Oh. Sorry, here. You're getting me as I'm trying to
Sure looks warm in
take
those
off
stores.
my glove.
You know?
Yeah.
Sure looks warm in those stores.
But yeah, we have On, Gentle Monster, you got an UGG store down there, Astralift. Oh, they got 3 coins over there at the train station. Oh, there's Muji. So we're gonna come back to Muji in a little bit. So that's also where the Muji Hotel is at. So if you're staying at the Muji Hotel, you actually go around the back alley and go in. And we've got Echo. So very high end here. There's our Uniqlo store,
Yeah.
which we'll be back to shortly. Actually, this is the second Uniqlo store. This is not the flagship. There's actually another one, the 12-story one. So yes, they have 2 Uniqlo stores in this one area. This one also has a GU in it, which is the brand that's also owned by them. You can see the floors by how the clothing is located. You know, men's, women's, and so on. Oh, and there's Loft. See?
Yeah, that's just like a neat building here.
You got Diesel. See all the snow that's picked up on some of these cars.
Lines of people waiting to get into buildings.
Yes, lining up for Graf. You got Maximara. You got Montclair and Burberry. Burberry, who hosts The Ugliest Man in America. Just kidding, Adam Driver. I think you're hilarious. But it is funny how John Oliver played you out as the ugliest man in America for years. See, there's where you get into the Muji Hotel. So if you're staying at the Muji Hotel, this back alley, you go in over here to those gates. And that's where you'll get in. You actually go up to the 6th floor, which is the lobby, and then the hotel is all the top floors of the building. But word of advice, it is very expensive to stay at the Muji Hotel. And another Cartier store. And Bulgari, big Bulgari store. Anyways, I'm gonna put this down until we get to Itoya, because I gotta look at my GPS again. Okay, so there is Itoya. We have found it. And I need to, oh, they have the street closed off. See that? We're able to walk everywhere.
Because today's the
Sunday.
thing. Yeah.
So
Today's
they have
the
it closed.
thing.
Yeah. But they close off some of these streets on the weekend just for foot traffic.
Oh, so you don't have to wait for the green man.
Yeah, so all I need to do now is find out where the flagship Uniqlo store is.
All right.
And we're set.
Well,
So let's go do that.
Or
Or let's go over here and get to Itoya.
take these off.
Yeah, you can.
Cold.
There you go. There's all the floors. There's actually 2 buildings. There's the kids Itoya and the main Itoya.
I see the magnets.
So, well, there might be a stamp in here somewhere too. So in Itoya on the 11th floor, they have the farm and all of these greens here. They use these in their salads and their food upstairs. So it's all grown here on site. The idea is that they say it's for sustainability.
Those don't look so good on the bottom.
I think those are new. Oh, you're talking about the leaves?
They look like they're like
I think those have,
moldy or something.
I think those are just planted.
Oh.
But you can see like all this lettuce is used upstairs. It's kind of neat. Because there is a cafe on the 12th floor. Okay, so we are gonna head out and get some dinner. We actually took what I think is probably a well-needed nap
Yep.
because our sleep schedule's still been a little screwy, and we've been getting up, well, I've been getting up at like 3 in the morning every day and going at it until we come back.
Yeah. I've been getting up at like at least
4 to 5.
once a night around 1:45 to go to the bathroom and 4 something to stay awake.
Although this morning you did actually fall back asleep for a little bit,
Yeah.
which was good for you. But anyways, we're on our way to try Coco Ichibanya, which I will admit, I've never eaten curry before.
What'd you say? We're going to Ichibanya.
Yeah, Coco Ichibanya, that's the name of the place. I've never eaten curry before,
Well, neither have I.
and neither has Tammy. Although the thought process is that Koko Ichibanya, or Japanese curry, is not the same as most curry.
I just woke him up, you fuckwit.
Looks like most of the snow has melted, but it has gotten very windy.
Yeah, I should have put on my thing.
Now you wish you would have had your scarf.
But yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this windy
I didn't either.
and freezing.
Oh man. Anyways, here we go. Koko Ichibanya. So let's try some curry. Okay.
Putting my hair back is
Tammy's
like,
trying to find like the best way to handle her hair, and nothing is
God,
nothing is working
I
for
didn't know
her
we
at
were
all.
going to go walking, or else I would have brought my.
Well, I'm just going right there.
Well, that's fine.
We could go in here and see if they have any like some cream on our way back.
Or any Tums.
Yeah. So that was the first time, like I said, that we had tried curry. I didn't want to film because we were at the counter. We had a lot of people near us.
Yeah, and it's
But-
very quiet in there.
But we, that was the first time we had. If we would have been at a table, I probably would have filmed. But we were at the counter.
It was very good.
But it was our first time trying curry. And I know it's Japanese curry, which is different from Indian curry, but don't at me with it. I had been kind of ramped up to try this and amped up to try it just because it's it seemed like Japanese curry was more up my alley. Like
Like
it
a
was,
gravy or something.
It was like more like a gravy or demi-glace than a true like just I want to burn
Like
like
Indian
your
curry,
tonsils
yeah.
off. So I gotta say it was really good. So I went with the pork cutlet with pork curry and normal size rice. You went with the mini because you
went-
weren't as hungry.
And you,
And you had
Yeah.
the fried chicken?
yeah. No, but you had the normal
Yes, I
temperature,
did have
like-
the normal spice. I didn't add, I didn't remove, I just kind of stuck with the default.
I had the mild spice.
You went with the mild spice, which you said wasn't spicy at all.
No, not at all.
Mine had like a little, for me, the white boy, it definitely had like a little bit of kick to
Aren't
it.
we going that way?
Yeah. Granted, it doesn't take much to kick my butt from a spice perspective.
Yeah.
So now we're just gonna go to Taito Game Station because we've been in our room for a bit and I wanted to get out. So let's go check it out.
Oh man.
Oh look. That's it for one of the house home in the suitcase. Yeah, Mofu-san. You could win a coin purse.
I already have coin purses.
Oh look. Godzilla. -1. That's the figure, so you have to try to grab,
One of those.
you want to try to hook your thing in there.
That one doesn't have the hooks unless they're on the other side.
That's a different type. So this one you have to try to tilt it to make it fall.
To make it fall through.
Whereas this one you want to catch the hooks to drop it.
Drop it.
So it's 100 yen for one play.
I wouldn't do good on those anyway.
It's just about trying to have fun. Those, it's just
supposed to
stand there,
lift it
pick up and drop it.